Coordinated, episode 291, September 2025, action items. Greetings, AP coordinators. I'm Karli Suge, school counselor and AP coordinator. Thanks for joining us. It's Monday, September 1st, Labor Day. Before we get started with today's episode, I'd like to introduce my new co-host. She is helpful, she is fun, and she is here to help get us coordinated. Welcome, Abby.
Thank you, Karli. Hello, everyone. Greetings, fellow AP coordinators. My name is Abby McCrate. I'm an academic and college counselor and, of course, an AP coordinator at Immaculate Heart High School in Los Angeles, California. And Karli, I'd like to say it is a pleasure to co-host this podcast with you. I so appreciate getting to talk with another AP coordinator whose experience and expertise I can learn from.
Well, the feeling is mutual. No one really understands the work of an AP coordinator like a fellow AP coordinator.
Absolutely right. And speaking of understanding each other's work, I love that one of our focus points each month is going to be what we are currently working on as AP coordinators.
I appreciate that too. It's always helpful to hear what another coordinator is thinking about and doing. So let's get started. It's time to get coordinated.
Here we go. My first podcast episode with you, Karli. Good morning.
Good morning, Abby. I'm so excited you are here. Welcome to the podcast. I can think of nothing better for our first podcast than focusing on what we're doing right now. Just two AP coordinators at the start of the school year, trying to manage our AP programs along with all of the other things we're doing at this time of the year.
That's right. So many things. So, when I think of early September and I think of my work as an AP coordinator, I see myself checking lists of student names. I'm referencing the list of names I have from our student information system for students enrolled in each AP class, and I'm checking that list against what I see for each class section in AP registration and ordering. And I'm trying to answer that crucial question, has everyone enrolled in this class joined their class section?
Oh, yes. I hear you. I want to make sure students are joining their class sections as soon as they're asked to do so. For year-long and fall semester-only courses, having access to AP Classroom early in the school year is essential. Plus, we need those students enrolled so we can order their exams on time.
Exactly. And like you said, as soon as they're asked to do so. So that is actually what I was hoping to discuss today. I thought we could share our process for getting students to join their class sections. I mean, I'm always looking for ways to make the process more efficient. I thought maybe, if you're up for it, we could borrow an idea or two from each other. One thing I've learned doing this work is that no one has better ideas for how to make things run smoothly than an AP coordinator.
That's absolutely right. And I am all for borrowing good ideas. So why don't you start us off? What's the first step in your process for enrolling students?
Sure. Well, my first step is to have a brief meeting with AP teachers at one of our in-service days. So right before school starts, at that meeting, I ask AP teachers to make students joining their class section an assignment and to make that assignment worth 5 or 10 points. I also ask that the teachers go over that assignment with their students during their first or second class meeting.
I love that idea. I've heard from other AP coordinators as well that teachers at their school do that too. So way to go, teachers. We love AP teachers. We appreciate the help. It's definitely a team effort. Assignment points are a great motivator for students.
Oh, definitely. And then for my second step, I will send an email to each AP class section with their join code. And I actually send those emails to arrive on the first day of school. I copy the teacher on the emails. So that way I feel like the teacher can reference the email from yours truly when they discuss the joining your class section assignment. And having the teacher reference my email is a great way for the students to remember that Ms. McCrate is the go-to person for information related to AP exams.
Agreed. The fact that students know who you are likely makes them more ready to seek you out to correct any issues immediately rather than waiting until the last minute. which of course some will. So is that the last step for you? Anything else you do to ensure students enroll in their class sections in a timely manner?
Well, actually, those key steps, meeting with AP teachers and emailing each class section their join codes, have worked really well for me for the past few years. Now, I should mention that in my email, I include two links for the students. One is the link to the YouTube video that shows students how to join their class sections, and the other link is to the PDF that explains how to join a class section. And it's simply for students who might prefer to read the step by step instructions
Mhm.
rather than watch the video. And we actually have those two resources in the show notes for today, along with another PDF for teachers, which coordinators can share so teachers can help their students join their class sections. I'm pretty sure that most AP coordinators will find those resources helpful. I know I sure did. But enough about my tips and tricks. Karli, I am eager to know how you get your students enrolled in their class sections. What is your process?
Yeah, so my process is similar to yours. I definitely recruit my AP teachers. Shout out to the AP teachers at Costa Mesa High School. I will build my class sections the second I come in the door after summer. And then I download that file and I will make a spreadsheet and send it to all of my AP teachers with their AP classroom section information as well as their join codes. And then I ask that the AP teachers share that information with their AP classes. So they will share their join codes with their AP students in their AP classes. And so they get them enrolled for me using their join codes. I do also send the PDFs that you mentioned as well, Abby, and that seems to work for me.
Excellent. Yeah, those are great ideas. I especially liked hearing about how you send an email to all AP teachers with all AP classes and those sections and their join codes. I can imagine that would also help you with those stragglers who need an extra reminder from another adult, right, to get enrolled in their class sections.
Yes, it feels like a time saver for me, and it's worked really well. But I know that our approaches to enrolling students are not the only good ideas out there for how to get students into their class sections. I've heard from other AP coordinators that have had success with doing classroom visits. In those cases, the AP coordinator goes into each AP class and guides students through the enrollment process.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Great idea. I could see that working really well, especially at my school because I have a smaller school.
Mhm.
But I've also heard of AP coordinators hosting an assembly, like for all AP students, during which they show them how to get enrolled and then they give them time to complete the process. I would think that maybe if you have a large AP program, that might be a more efficient use of time than visiting each AP class.
Right. And it kind of goes back to what you were talking about earlier, getting in front of the students and having the students recognize you. And, I've often found that many coordinators mix and match these ideas that we've discussed.
For sure. I think that's really common. I mean, it certainly doesn't hurt for students to get key information from multiple channels.
Hmm.
I think hearing the information about enrolling in their class sections more than just one time from one person increases the likelihood that the process will actually be a smooth and successful one.
And that's exactly what we aim to provide both AP students and AP coordinators a smooth and successful year of AP.
Absolutely. Smooth, successful, and, you know, coordinated.
Thank you, everyone. We hope you enjoyed today's show. We look forward to continuing to share with you what we're working on each month.
Yes, this is a great way for us to stay on track and feel supported in our work as AP coordinators. I appreciate sharing ideas with you all.
Because, as we know, no one does it better. AP coordinators, we are truly good as gold.
And maybe I just don't know. I'll say it over and over and over again till I believe it's so. I'm good as gold.
Hey, Karli, what is happening, my friend?
What's happening? Derek, don't you know?
Mm, I might, but let's not ruin the moment. I have a feeling you can't wait to tell me.
What's happening is the AP Coordinator Back to School Workshop, our annual can't miss event of the year. It's time to engage with fellow AP coordinators in these free interactive Zoom sessions. Registration is now open. Sign up for your preferred date and time.
The workshop is perfect for all AP coordinators, new and experienced. And interactive is the key word, not a recording, not a video. Our team of colleagues is live, ready to help, and ready to answer questions on the fly.
Bring it on. We'll be ready. And we love to hear from you. Register now. Link in the show notes. We can't wait to see you there.